What is peace? In particular, what do we mean by peace in the context of Advent and Christmas? Clearly, it is more than just the absence of war or conflict. That much seems obvious, or at least it should. But what is it from a biblical perspective? And what does the Bible regard as a breach of peace? The answer may come as a surprise. Hello, I'm Stuart Baskin, pastor of First Presbyterian Church of Tyler, Texas, and this is your daily devotional for Wednesday, December 7th, 2022. On the second Sunday of Advent each year, we light the second candle on the Advent wreath, the candle of peace. For the liturgy of the candle lighting, we commonly use a passage from Isaiah, which describes what is often called the Peaceable Kingdom. You know, the wolf shall live with the lamb, the cow and bear shall graze together, the calf and the lion shall feed together, and children will play over the adder's den, all without fear of harm. For, as Isaiah puts it, the earth will be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. This is a vision that takes us into a realm beyond human imagination, a kind of dreamscape, because the peace of Christ is literally unimaginable. Which begs the question, what is this peace? Yesterday I spoke about what it is not. It is not the peace as the world gives it. As Jesus told his disciples, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives." The peace the world gives is a false hope of happiness based on the accumulation of material things. But we know that the headlong pursuit of more and more stuff doesn't bring happiness, but rather a kind of emptiness. Today, I want to begin answering the question, what is the peace that Christ gives, by talking about the relationship between peace and what is often called economic or social justice. This may be uncomfortable, but it is woven throughout Scripture and, in particular, throughout the prophets in the Old Testament. For example, the prophet Isaiah says, "Is not this the fast I choose? To loose the bonds of injustice, to undo the thongs of the yoke, to let the oppressed go free, and to break every yoke? Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, and bring the homeless poor into your house? When you see the naked, to cover them, and not to hide yourself from your own kin? Then your light shall break forth like the dawn, and your healing shall spring up quickly. Your vindicators shall go before you. The glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard. Then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. You shall cry for help, and he will say, 'Here I am.' The way of peace they do not know, and there is no justice in their paths. Their roads they have made crooked. No one who walks in them knows peace." One of the elements of peace in the Bible, then, involves the establishment of right relationships among all people. And one of the most significant critiques of the prophets about the people of Israel was their mistreatment of the poor, often referred to as the widow and the orphan. Because the poor are so often desperate, they become easy prey for the dishonest and the opportunistic. They can be lured into taking loans at usurious rates. They can be coerced into selling themselves or their children into chattel slavery, or at least into bondage slavery, which is the sale of oneself or one's family into slavery until a debt is paid, a debt which is almost invariably greater than the ability of a person to work it off in a lifetime. In short, the poor are hugely vulnerable to be taken advantage of by those who are economically secure. It goes without saying that what the prophets decried so long ago continues to be a constant feature of our modern world. We still have lenders who trap the poor into taking loans at usurious rates. We still have slavery of every sort. The economically secure, and even those who consider themselves above reproach, continue to find ways of taking advantage of the vulnerable. This is what the prophets describe as a situation lacking peace. Peace in this respect isn't about the absence of conflict, but the absence of social and economic injustice. As long as the powerful continue to take advantage of the powerless, the world will know no peace. It is certainly a different way of looking at peace than our usual understanding. But when we return tomorrow, the prophet Zechariah's vision of the Messiah, the one who brings peace. But for now, may God continue to bless you and keep you in all that you do this day and in all the days ahead.